Hey everybody, I'm Pastor Aaron Tripp here at Edgefield First Baptist. Can you imagine on the day after the triumphal entry, Jesus immediately goes to Jerusalem, the heart of Jerusalem, the temple, and begins making enemies for himself. Now, he's not doing this action, the cleansing of the temple, in order to make enemies. No, we actually see why he does it in Matthew 21. And Jesus entered the temple and drove out all who sold and bought in the temple. And he overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who sold pigeons. And he said to them, "It is written, my house shall be called a house of prayer, but you make it a den of robbers." They weren't selling animals in the temple proper, rather, they were in the outer courtyard, referred to as the courtyard of the Gentiles. This 35-acre area of land was for the non-Jews to gather as close as they could to the temple in order to pray and in order to worship Yahweh. But instead of having that opportunity to worship, they were surrounded by what had effectively become a fair. It had become a circus. It was an opportunity for the leaders of the temple to make money in order to make worship easier for the Jews who would enter the actual temple. The Gentiles couldn't get into the temple, so this courtyard was all they had. It was as close as they could get, and yet the Jews were crowding them out with animals and with money changers. Jesus drives the people out, and in effect what he's telling us here is, you can come to the temple and not worship God. You can come into this place and go through the motions, but your heart can be far from the Lord. You can go to church and never worship God. You can read your Bible, you can pray, you can sing praise songs and never worship God. You see, it's not just about what's going on the outside, but what's going on in your heart. They were selling these animals and exchanging money in order for the people to worship, but their heart was genuinely more interested in profit than any of that. This Holy Week, this Holy Monday, what are you doing today in order to worship God? Are you focused on truly drawing closer to Him, or are you making it more about yourself? Are you making it more about your comfort? Spend some time today praying to the Lord, search out your heart, and figure out where God is calling you to change.